What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kid Vision. We are back with another album reaction, and today we have Virgin by Lorde. This is one I've been looking forward to for a while now. Solar Power came out a long time ago. When was that? 2021. So 4 years ago. And I saw that on tour, so that was super cool. I'm a huge Lorde fan. Solar Power is probably my least favorite Lorde album, though. So we'll see how she follows it up. I've really liked what I have heard so far. I've reacted to all 3 singles on the channel, so you can go watch those right now. And it looks like the album starts with 2 of them. So if you're familiar with the channel, I usually edit those out of this full album reaction, but I do still listen to them. So today for you guys is going to look like Shapeshifter is the first one I react to, but I will listen to Hammer and What Was That, and I will offer some feedback if those 2 songs are any different or if they really add to the vibe or the story or context of the album. So don't worry, I'm still getting the whole experience on my end. Just with some editing magic, I cut down these reactions. But with all that being said, I have the lyrics up here on my second monitor. It is only 8 songs, 8 new ones, which is crazy. And the full runtime is only like 30 minutes. So I'm kind of surprised about that. I thought she would have a more like lengthy body of work after being gone for so long, but looking back at her last albums, they're all kind of like this. So, you know, I'm not even like too surprised, but in the grand scheme of like comparing her to other artists, like her albums are always much shorter. So, but that's maybe why they're so good. So who knows? It's a double-edged sword, but well, I'm just stalling at this point because I'm nervous to get into it. But if you like my reaction, like the video, subscribe, comment your favorite song and your least favorite song. Doing all of that shows me that you want to see more Lorde or more music like Lorde, so it really does matter if you interact with the video. And yeah, let's get right into this. This album is called Virgin by Lorde, and the first track is Hammer. Alright, I still don't like Hammer the most. It's definitely my least favorite of the 3 singles. It's not a bad song by any means, but What Was That just hits different, bro. Like, that is totally a lead single, I can tell. Like, that makes sense. And now we're going into Shapeshifter, so let's get right into it. The first new one. I'm hyped for this. Whoa. A reverb vocal.
Chewing gum, I know, don't have a sour taste that's in my throat, but the voice in my head says, do you have the stones?
Whoa.
When you get close enough, I let down my brakes, and you climb up in my room. We can't do anything you want.
This is like so... Hold on. I was going to say this feels so naked and stripped down. And I was like, oh, that's probably what she was going for because it's called Virgin and the album cover. And like this whole, the theme is definitely like sex or like sexuality, you know, things along those lines. So, I mean, it's very vulnerable. It's very like blunt in your face. The delivery is just like so deadpan. Do you have the stones? Another way to say, do you have the balls? You know, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. That's why I like having Genius. It's like I can make my own guesses and then I can get some like reassurance so I'm not like completely on the wrong path.
Then I've slept with all the pairs of hands. I'm reckless. It's fun without it. Why gotta stop everything? I want speeding up my pulse. I don't sleep, don't dream at all. Giving nothing personal, so I'm not affected.
Wow.
I've been the eyes, I've been the flame, I've been the prize, the ball and chain, I've been the ties, the magic gate, so I'm not affected. I've been the siren, been the saint, I've been the fruit that leaves a stain, I've been up on
I like that melody.
pedestal, but tonight I just wanna fall.
Oh my god, I just heard the strings come in. Bro, this chorus is crazy. there's like a lot of self-preservation here, like a lot of themes of self-preservation and like protecting yourself, but like at the same time that takes away from like the experience. I think you guys probably understand that whole theme. Like it's pretty blunt in this song, and it just sounds like she recognizes that and she's like very self-aware and she just doesn't care is what it seems like. So let's run it back a little bit.
I've been up on a pedestal, but tonight
I just want to fall. Like tonight, just let me have it. Like I don't care.
Tonight I just wanna fall. Yeah, tonight I just wanna fall. Mirror on a shirt, I see a hot mess in an antique skirt, but the voice in my head says, don't let him leave alone.
Wow.
I become her again, visions of a teenage innocence. How'd I shift shape like that? Everyone that I've slept with, all the metal that I've messaged, if I found without it.
Yeah, I mean, your idea of sex changes so drastically, like when you grow up, bro. And that's why it's called Shapeshifter. That's crazy.
So I'm not affected. I've been the ice, I've been the flame. I've been the prize, the ball, the chain. I've been the dice, the magic game.
I love how she says all that. That's so good.
I've been the siren, what she say. I've been the fruit that changes. I've been up on a pedestal, but tonight I just wanna fall.
Those are like the warmest strings too.
Yeah, tonight I just wanna fall.
That is just like, it's so just warm. I don't know.
Yeah, tonight I just wanna fall. I'll kick you out and pull you in. I swear that you were just friends. And when it's all over again, say I'm not affected. I'll kick you out.
That bass coming in.
Swear that you were just friends. And when it's all over again, say I'm not affected.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is going somewhere I didn't think we were gonna go here.
No, I'm not affected.
Wow. And this is the longest track on the album. Wow. See, now, wow, that feels like a title track to me. She could have named that Virgin and I would have understood. Such a powerful song. Because it starts so like naked, like I said, and like stripped back, and it grows into something like spectacular, and like the lyrics behind it are like so complex, is how I would say it. Like it's just your point of view about like this topic changes drastically, like when you're in the moment and leading up to it, and just as a whole. I can totally see how that would become an earworm. Like that could be so catchy on like re-listen. But I love it because it's so different too. Like the kind of deadpan delivery I was talking about, like that is so kind of different and like slightly experimental, but it works. What I'm saying is like the song structure is like familiar enough and it's catchy enough where like that weird type of delivery like doesn't matter in the grand scheme of the song. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But incredible track. Man of the Year is next, and you can go watch my reaction to that. This was a really fun one. Yep, that one. It did the same thing as Shapeshifter. It starts off so stripped back and it evolves into something incredible. Like that is why I like Lorde. She does that in a lot of songs. All right, next track is Favorite Daughter. Ooh, okay. Okay.
When no one gave a damn, it was you in the dark.
That vocal sample.
Scared of anger, in love with your whim. Some notes I don't hit, but I don't give up.
That sounds like a sample.
Now every
Hold
day
on. That sounds like a sample going, Charlie XCX has used that. Charlie is what it sounds like. I don't know if it's that up or something completely different that sounds similar, but
anger, in love with your whim. Some notes I don't hit, but I don't give up. Now every day the plane takes off, and every night the room fills up with people who are convinced I'm not just some kid faking it for your love. 'Cause I'm an actress, all of the medals I won for ya, breaking my back just to be your favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya, breaking my back just hoping you'll say I'm a star. You had a brother, I look like him. You told us
Wow.
as kids.
it's a lot about her family.
Tired of a broken heart. And for every door
She's talking about her uncle here.
there's a room I can't go in. I'm breaking. I still can't find you. Now that every day the plane takes off, and every night the room fills up, I tell myself that soon we'll talk. Then I sing every word just to ya. 'Cause I'm an actress, all of the medals I won for ya. Panic attack just to be your favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya, breaking my back to carry the weight of your heart. But
Man.
I keep dancing till I get
So most of the lyrics are about her mother, or addressing her mother.
Listen when you hit the notes from your heart.
Oh,
I'm a good actress. Look at the medals I won for ya. So
oh,
you
this
could
is such a
imagine
cute song,
being
bro.
a favorite daughter.
I like this.
Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya, breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother.
Oh, that made me tear up for some reason, bro. What the hell? That's not even like a. Well, they're not sad tears. It's such a good sentiment. Like a song about how her mom supported her. Because, I mean, like, there's an annotation here that says how much her mom supported her, you know, despite her artistic decisions and everything. And the chorus constantly changes. Like, the first time the chorus goes, the last line is breaking my back, just hoping you'll say I'm a star. Like, wanting to impress you as your daughter. The second chorus ends with the line, breaking my back to carry the weight of your heart. Like, supporting you as much as I can, no matter what it takes. And then the last chorus, the song ends with breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother. And that's what that's what made me tear up. That is so powerful. And it's such a short and sweet song. It is super, like, a lot of the time Lorde likes to be like cryptic and like artistic with the way she says things and leaves it up for interpretation, but I don't think there's any mistaking what a lot of these songs are about. And I like that a lot about the album. I can totally understand why she has been saying in interviews that like people weren't ready for this album. There's very interesting artistic choices on it, very blunt ways of saying things. This next track is called Current Affairs. That's such a weird... I thought that instrument was like cutting out. Like it was chopped.
It was only a field trip till it cooled my blood.
See, this is already so much more cryptic with the songwriting.
You're in the light, then you're in the dark. Then someone throws a flare. You tasted my underwear. I knew we were fucked.
Holy crap.
It is on fire. Mama, I'm so scared.
Damn, right after the last song saying that.
Once I get out on the edge, you spit in my mouth like he's saying a prayer.
Damn, that is nuts.
Now I'm crying on the phone, swearing nothing's wrong, blame it on current affairs.
Oh my god, the sample. Oh yeah.
All alone in my room.
You know, I figured this would probably be like the most sexual one so far, given the title. Well, it alludes to it. It's not like graphic in any way, but like I had a guess. But the sample, yeah, I don't really want to repeat it, but it says, "Girl, you're good, it grips me." She's just saying like things are freaky, it's kind of scary, but it's kind of fire at the same time. I like how that sample's worked in there though. That's so good.
All alone in my room, watching the tape of the honeymoon. On the boat, it was pure and true. Then the film came out.
Oh.
Hope that we can't ignore voices we hear through the open door. Would you dive to the ocean floor just to take my pearl?
Just to take my pearl.
My bed is on fire. Mama, I'm so scared. Mama, I'm so scared. Will you ever like this? Will you ever like this? Once you went out on the edge, she spit in my mouth like he's saying a prayer. But now I'm crying on the phone, swearing nothing's wrong, blame it on current affairs.
Whoa.
But now I'm high enough to know, yeah, I think he's gonna blame it on current affairs. Current affairs. Current affairs.
Wow. What it's about, but like this genius annotation like messed me up because I thought it was going to be way more surface level than it was. But like when she talked about on the boat, it was pure and true, and then the film came out, I was like, I have to know what that's a reference to. Like it sounds pretty important. And it just says, sex in its rawest form. The tape depicts the consummation between American starlet Pamela Anderson and Motley Crue's drummer Tommy Lee. For the couple, a tape not meant to go beyond private eyes reached the general public in the mid-90s. Lorde watched the tape whilst dabbling on MDMA and psilocybin therapy. But she didn't do this for preservation, but rather saw the tape as a site of teenage freedom and the exuberance of sex, as she stated on Rolling Stone. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Okay, she spoke on this in an interview. It is this danger, the line between freedom and voyeurism, that the album tries to dance between. That one should be able to express one's self openly, but is stunted by the worldly norms. And I think that perfectly summarizes that song. Everyone should be able to express oneself openly, but is stunted by the worldly norms. That is like such a good way to summarize my thoughts of this album so far. Like, that could summarize the whole album, not just this song. Because, like, one line she's saying he spit in my mouth, and the other she's saying I'm scared. Like, because what are people gonna think of that? Anyway, next song is called Clearblue.
After the ecstasy, testing for pregnancy, praying in MP3. I'm scared to let you see into the whole machine, leave it all on the field.
That is such a wild way to start the song.
Your metal detector hits my precious treasure. I'm nobody's daughter yet, baby. I'm free, I'm free.
Wow.
Free, I'm free. But deep in my matter, you're changing my patterns. Your helix is right through me. Bars on my windows, you busting wide open till clearness is all I see. I try letting the answer be part of the dances. I trip and I stumble, yeah, baby, I'm free, I'm free.
Wow.
I'm free.
Oh my god.
Lips round your halo, you asked where I came from. I lied and then I came clean.
I was gonna say the vocal layering is crazy.
It passed through my mother, from her mother down to me. I feel you answer, my hips moving faster. I rode you till I cried. How's it feel being this alive? Where did it go?
Oh my god.
Wish I kept the clear blue. I'd remember how it feels to be so bare in the throes. Oh, wish I'd kept the clear blue. I'd remember how it feels to be.
Clearblue is a brand of pregnancy test, and I mean, it's clear what that has to do with this song. This is like the most stripped back you can possibly get. This is it. I feel like this is meant to be like an interlude type song. Probably won't come back to this. I can't see myself like playlisting this or anything, but unfiltered, just very complex feelings surrounding this topic. I take it back. This is the most sexual one. Current affairs in this back to back is crazy. Anyway, next track is GRWM. Off the top, I don't know what that stands for.
Soap, washing him off my chest, keeping it light, not off, thinking it. Jumping from stone to stone in the riverbed, I guess. Maybe you finally know who you wanna be. A grown woman in a baby tea. A grown woman.
Does it just stand for grown woman?
Girl's a grown woman.
Yes.
Wide hips to the gym, 96.
Oh yeah.
Skin scar, looking forward. Wide hips, soft lips, my mama's trauma. Since 96, been looking for a grown woman. A grown woman.
Wow.
Pink galaxy, left undressed. 2009, me be so impressed.
Damn right.
Impressed. back when the stolen spirits went straight to the head. Maybe you finally know who you wanna be. A grown woman and a baby T. A grown woman.
I needed like an upbeat one like this. It's a very industrial like production choice.
Wide hips, tooth tip,
This part.
96, skin scar, looking forward. Wide hips, soft lips, my mama's trauma. Since 96, been looking for a grown woman. A grown woman. A grown woman. Been looking for
I love the background vocals.
I've been looking for a grown woman.
Wow, such a short and sweet song. I love that. I was gonna say that is why I like Lorde's music, is that production. Like that type of production, like I can totally pick out that that's Lorde's production. A really cool one. I don't think it will be a standout. I need to sit with it more, but I don't think that's a standout track for me. But yeah, next one is called Broken Glass. The whole album is produced by Lorde and Jimmy Stack as well. Super impressive.
Mystique is dead. Last year was bad. I let myself get sucked in by arithmetic. Felt great to strip, new waist to hip. I hate to admit just how much I paid for it. Did I cry myself to sleep about that?
Oh
Cheat
shit.
about that? Rot teeth about that?
Oh shit. This is
Did I
about
sweat hours a week about that? Compete about that? Lose my freak about that? All of the above. I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be mine to bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass? Spent my summer getting lost in math, making way took all I had. Won't outrun it if you don't hit back. It's just broken glass.
Oh my god. Now this is a standout already. I know it's going to be. Oh my god. If I didn't have the lyrics here, I don't think I would have caught on that this is about anorexia. This is all about body image. Mystique is dead how the song starts off. And you're supposed to understand from that alone that it's about anorexia, and I don't think I would have gotten that. The mystique of eating disorders in today's society looks much different, and she's just saying how she let it affect like many different aspects of her life, and looking back it just seems so ridiculous. I spent my summer getting lost in math, making weight took all I had. Won't outrun her if you don't hit back. That is powerful shit. So she's like fighting her former self. Through all of her experience and everything, she's standing up for what she knows is right now. Like, that's so powerful, and it's such a catchy hook as well. Like, that combination is so deadly. That's why I say it's a standout. And this is the upbeat production I was hoping we would get soon. Like, that run is so good.
Quit, loosen my grip. It's tough to admit just how much I get from it. When I cry myself to sleep about that, cheat about that.
And this pre-chorus is so good.
When I sweat, I was so weak about that. Compete about that. Letting her treat me like that. I think that's love. I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be months of bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass? Spend my summer getting lost in math.
Like we're seeing like an inner war with herself like unfold. It's so cool.
Keep the faith. Broken glass. Same mistake. Broken glass. Just a phase. Broken glass.
Just a phase. Yeah.
I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be.
I put that in air quotes because it was a phase, luckily, but it's clearly affecting her like in other phases of her life. Oh yeah, that might be my favorite song. That might be my favorite song. Man of the Year and that one. I think Man of the Year is my favorite single, and then that one is my favorite album cut. 2 songs left. This one's called If She Could See Me Now. Whoa. Before we even start the song, that is a crazy title after just listening to her talk about her former self. And now she's talking about her past self looking at her now. That is so crazy. That's totally something Lorde would do. That's nuts. All right.
City, I hear the voices of the ancients. They're calling for us. Hear their horses running up Prince Street. 'Cause I'm a mystic. I swim in waters that would drown so many other bitches. Got me lifted, feeling so gifted.
Ooh. Wow.
In the gym, I'm exercising. All my demons make them keep riding.
More industrial production.
Your body weight.
It's not really industrial, it's just
I pick a song and listen to it.
disjointed.
Till it's just a piece of music. And everything else falls away. Ha ha ha. Baby, whenever you I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down. Yeah, baby, a woman being hurt like that. I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now.
Yeah.
Hope you find her another starlet, another camera, another red carpet. As for me, I'm going back to the clay. You can tell them I went crazy. If that's what this is, then I guess I'll take it. Up in the pain, not the synthesizer. The bodies move like the spirits inside. Baby, whenever you baby, I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down. Yeah, baby, a woman being hurt like that. I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now. Oh God, if she could see me now. Oh God, if she could see me now. Oh God, if she could see me now.
Oh, that one line is an interpolation of Baby Bash's Sugar Sugar. That's wild. Wait, that was it? Oh my god, that was too short. I like that one a lot. I felt myself getting somewhat emotional, like when the chorus hit as well. I don't know if the camera will really catch that, but like that was getting, it's just such a good feeling to know she's like coming out the other side of like all of these experiences. She's talked about a lot of different experiences on this album, and this is like looking back on it and being like, man, if that girl doing all that crazy shit could see me now. And like, man, that's just so powerful. I don't know. This last one is called David. Don't know who David is in context of this album, or to her, I suppose. So hopefully we figure that out. This is the last track.
Oh, dark day, was I just someone to dominate?
Damn. Jeez.
Were the opponent, flint to my blade, now we're playing with shadows.
The songwriting.
Sunset hour, you said open your mouth, I did. And what came spilling out that day was the truth. If I'd had virginity, I would have given that too. Why don't we run
Wow.
to the ones we do? I don't belong to anyone.
Is her partner's name David? Like her current partner?
Oh, dark day, was I just young blood to get on tape? Cause you dialed me out when it got hard. Uppercut to the throat, I was off guard. Pure heroin mistaken for featherweight.
Wow. Okay, so I gotta pause it because there's so much going on here. So the first verse is, well, all of the lyrics so far are alluding to Justin Warren, her ex. Apparently, her and Justin first were seen publicly at the Sunset Tower, and then the lyric, "You said open your mouth," and then "I did," refers to him urging her to release melodrama and metaphorically relating to intimacy and vulnerability. Because I mean, that album is that is one of my favorite albums of all time. That's my favorite Lorde album. Incredible. I could go on forever about that. But and then verse 2, was I just young blood to get on tape, like she felt exploited almost at such a young age and like inexperience with her career at the time. Like, she's unpacking a lot here. This is crazy. The phrase "mistaken for featherweight" suggests that despite her emotional depth and creative force, she was underestimated. And I would agree. All right, let's keep going.
Pure heroin mistaken for featherweight. But what came spilling out that day was the truth. And once I could sing again, I swore I'd never let myself sing again for you.
Wow.
Sing it. So why do we run?
She kind of just said "fuck you" to Justin there. Why do we run to the ones we do? Lots of reflecting here.
I made you God 'cause it was all that I knew how to do.
Yeah. Oh my god, that production. Oh, it's going crazy. Yes!
And
was so cool.
Am I ever gonna love again? Do you ever feel like a friend? Am I ever gonna love again? Do you understand? Tell it to him.
Tell it to him. Tell it to him. That reminds me of Man of the Year. When she said that on Man of the Year. Oh, this is where it gets confusing. I feel like David might be the name she gave for like the masculine part of herself. That might like, cause I mean, it seems like a stretch like at first, but then you think of like how Man of the Year was written and you're like, all right, well, you know, that's not that far of a stretch if you know what Man of the Year is about. Guys, you're going to have to let me know. I feel like I'm missing something so obvious, but I don't know who David is. Which is wild. I thought for sure with like the help of the community on Genius and my own understanding and me reading the lyrics, I would pick up on something, but I'm just not. I gave a couple guesses. That was Virgin by Lorde. I can't believe it's over. That felt so short, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing yet. I need to sit with this, but like my first reaction to an album this length is always like it's too short. I didn't get enough. Like the payoff wasn't enough for me because like this is an artist I respect highly and I think the most of her. And being gone for 4 years and dropping only 11 songs is kind of crazy. But clearly, like, these are well crafted, well thought out, like very well written songs about like real topics that you can only write these songs if you have gone through something. And I feel like Lorde is like the truest example of that. Like she only releases music when she's gone through something in her life that she needs to write music about. Like she is that type of songwriter. And it really shows because every single one of these songs is like clearly about something specific. And that is what an album is supposed to be. That's why I sit down and I listen to these albums front to back. I'm like that type of music listener. If you haven't noticed that already, guys, that's the type of listener I am. I love to listen to albums front to back. That's why I have so many vinyls. That's why, speaking of the vinyls I have up right now are all hip hop albums. I need to maybe change that. But yeah, I'm super impressed nevertheless. I just wonder how re-listenable it will be. There's a few really like upbeat and emotional ones that you can really dive into. What Broken Glass I said was my favorite. If She Could See Me Now could definitely grow on me as like a replayable song. What was that? Man of the Year. Favorite Daughter was emotional. But I don't know if I will listen to that just because of how emotional it made me. Like, there's a lot of, like, really specific situations you would listen to each of these songs in. There's not, like, a bunch of songs you would just, like, put on in the car to, like, listen to during the summer, you know? What I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is I can totally tell what she meant by the world's not ready for this. It's kind of, like, all over the place in the best way possible. Like, lots of different sounds and vibes. But at the same time, that means there's probably something on here for everyone, so let me know what you guys thought. Like always, comment your favorite and least favorite song. How would you rate this out of 10 even? I don't think I can do that right now. I've kind of stopped rating albums on the first listen because it always changes. But if you guys want to give a numerical, you know, value to this album, go ahead in the comments. I'm kind of interested to see how well received this will be, because it is such a jolting album. I didn't even touch on the album art. I think the album art is genius. It's very striking, and it's closely related to the album, and the fact it's called Virgin as well is like, there's so much to unpack there. Thanks for coming on this ride with me. We react to new music every single Friday. That's what we do on the channel. So if you're new and you're into that sort of thing, definitely subscribe, join the family. And yeah, have a great weekend, guys. I will see you next time for another video. All right, guys. Peace.